Copyright. Anyways, this is King Williams here. I'm gonna play some Madden offline until it gets downloading on my new PS4. But anyways, I'm playing with the Seattle today against the Cowboys. Since they're the first round. Since the Cowboys are the first round. Yeah, I know, I'm usually playing with the Cowboys, but I know I'll play on all Madden. But I think it's 7 minutes long. I actually clock off. Let's go. Let's get it. If y'all like this video, please like and comment below. And leave a subscribe. Don't forget to hit that notification bell. So I'm going to start streaming a whole lot more. I've been playing Fortnite a lot with my girlfriend, but I'm just going to slow down here in a little bit. So now I'm gonna play some Madden, some UFC. I'll do Need for Speed, Payback, and maybe some more Mortal Kombat.
Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley.
And if y'all want me to see me play Dying Light,
just to our west, you get a look inside CenturyLink Field here in Seattle. Today,
comment below and I'll get some more Dying Light
between the Dallas Cowboys and the Seattle Seahawks. Now it's Lucky Whitehead on the return. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. Now a play fake here on first down. And this one complete to Winton over the middle. Now the ball comes loose, and the Seahawks have picked it up. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
To put it mildly, that is not the way anyone wants to start off a game. You fumble on your first offensive snap. But now what you're worried about is, does that linger throughout the game for your guys on offense? And how's the defense going to handle it? Because no one expects to run out on the field on the first play and have to all of a sudden start to play themselves.
Yeah.
And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory.
I run a cover to the defense.
Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. They came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
And all the way in.
Let's go.
Jimmy Graham, 41 yards. And the Seahawks have taken a first quarter lead. And nowadays in NFL football, you have to account for all the receivers, sure, but the tight end's such a weapon, and they prove it right there.
Oh, without a doubt. And we're seeing now the golden age of tight ends catching the football. I go back to Kellen Winslow. To me, he was a prototype of what we're seeing today. We're seeing it each and every week now.
This fielded at the 2. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The offense for the Cowboys now working their way back onto the field. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Cassius Marsh coming on the blitz. He gets him for a loss of 7.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Man, blink of an eye, that happened fast and a big sack.
Yeah.
Neutral zone infraction. Defense.
Whatever. It's okay.
They'll step off the 5 yards.
Yeah, partner, you know. Defensive end, he wants to get into the offensive backfield. He wants that get off to be as fast as possible. A little too quick on that one.
That's my bad. My bad.
I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping.
My bad.
Zone infraction. Defense.
I gotta get those yards back.
So 5 yards there as one of the big guys up front moved.
And in a 4-3 front, you got the 2 defensive tackles right near the football. I know there's a lot of movement around there, but they're always taught to have one eye on the football. Apparently, that didn't happen.
Still shedding tackles. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
They made Zeke a boss on this
And
game.
just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
Ezekiel Elliott gonna take it the distance. And he takes it all the way
Give it to you.
down to the
Give it to you.
3.
Good job.
A big run that time by Elliott. 46 yards on the ground. So down inside the 5-yard line. I have to say, really just a poor job defensively there.
You're exactly right. As a former defensive back, that was not played well at all. But give credit to the offense and give credit to the guy running the football. He gets it down all the way inside the 5.
And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line. They'll run for it with McFadden. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. Darren McFadden taking it in from 2. Boys are an extra point away from tying the football game.
Let's go.
And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how we're going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be
looking for ball one, intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find the spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. Again, it's Elliott. And now running right through it. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped.
How's y'all's week been? If y'all send y'all kids out, y'all like,
and that'll bring up a
Christmas
3rd
Day. Y'all let me know how it's been.
From the shotgun, it's Prescott. That is caught at the 7.
Aw, y'all some poor bastards. Come on, guys.
To the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Des Bryant from 13 yards out. And the Cowboys have taken the lead.
I know these wide receivers are about flash and dash and high-flying plays, but a good number of them played running back at some point in their career, and that's how they finish off a lot of their big plays, run after the catch.
And this time he finishes off the big play in the end zone. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Airing one deep for Curse. So they took a shot on first down, but couldn't connect. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary, it really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them.
So the offense has it 1st and 10. Now Boykin. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion, and both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
You give him 3 on the screen. He couldn't break free, and it's 3rd down.
I got covered too.
Off the play fake to Rawls. It's Boykin. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
The game plan for any defense is finding ways to make a quarterback uncomfortable in the pocket. When you bring pressure from all angles, you never know who's going to get home. In this case, the left cornerback, right in the face of him, puts him down.
Looks like the offense is going to take another shot here. They're going on 4th and 13. Wilson flushed out right. He's going to air this out for... That's caught inside the 20. An unbelievable play there on 4th and long. 47 yards.
And they pick up the first down on a 4th down play. I don't know if the defense relaxed because they thought maybe they'd stopped them on 3rd down, or if they just didn't protect the sticks very well. But, boy, that's a big-time pickup right there.
And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line. On 2nd down, Wilson. And Graham's got it over the middle. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. A fake to Rawls. Now it's Wilson. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. DeMarcus Lawrence in there to drop him for a loss of 10. And it'll be 4th and long. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Nah, we gonna kick it.
So on 4th down, Pete Carroll's going to call out his field goal unit. This from 44 yards away. And Walsh able to convert it as his kick is good. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So in the end, they had the ball for 10 plays, but the drive only yields 3 points.
Yeah, they were able to move the football, but the defense stiffened once their backs were to the end zone, and they were able to hold them to just 3.
This is fielded at the goal line. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. And now here come the Cowboys. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
They'll start the drive with Elliott. Always got some breathing room. Touchdown, Cowboys.
I fucked up.
Ezekiel Elliott, 69 yards. And the Cowboys are able to show off their quick strike ability. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards, as he'll get this only back to the 20. And out now come the Seahawks. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
We're looking for the big chunk now, because, as you noted, the field goal, field goal, field goal way of doing it makes it down.
In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line.
Come on,
Tyrone
defense.
Crawford
I'm an offense.
in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10. Off the play fake to Rawls. Wilson. He's going to float this one deep right side. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. They go play action here on first down. Oh, that was dangerous. Threw it into coverage, almost picked. But instead, they'll keep it on second down.
He's not exactly had a banner start to this game. We're still in the first quarter. He's already thrown an interception, and that should have been the second one.
Play action. It's Wilson. Out to the right here to Wilson. And he's going to get this inside the 30. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here. And my goodness, they're now out of timeouts here in this first quarter. They go play action with Wilson. Letting one go deep for the... Looking for Baldwin, intercepted. Picked off by Orlando Scandrick.
Damn.
You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right? Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
They go to Elliott again. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll bring up a third down.
Right there. All day, baby.
Sitting alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon, as it is Cowboy football to begin quarter number 2. They're looking at a 3rd and 6 here to start things out.
Nah, they've been running it, so I'm gonna watch the run. Fuck the pass.
Now Prescott. And Bryant's got it over the middle. Dez Bryant with nothing but green grass ahead of him. Past the 20. Touchdown.
As soon as I say fuck the pass, they throw it. I love it.
Dez Bryant, 76 yards. And the Cowboys will extend their lead. Now he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the second quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to come back onto the field. And 2 interceptions already here in this first half. That's got to affect him a little bit, right? He's got to be thinking about it.
He's got to be thinking about it, but most of the good ones, they find a way to put it aside. They're not happy about it by any stretch of the imagination. They find a way to put it aside and continue to play their game.
Yeah, can he put it aside? Let's find out. Play action. Now Wilson. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Wilson of the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here.
No safety, no safety.
Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off Byron Jones.
So that's back-to-back drives where they're throwing an interception.
I suck in. I gotta have a comeback.
They've got them frustrated right now.
Now Elliott. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Cowboys will add on to their lead. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. I can get some more. And it'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. And the Seahawks get ready to trot out on the field. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking
face mask.
Being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And if we kept having a rough patch, he said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes. So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to swing the tight end free downfield for the completion.
And he's going to be taken down, but not before reaching the 15-yard line. And a nice gain at 21 yards. From the red zone now, here's Wilson on 1st down. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Orlando Scandrick. He's at the 40, the 20, 10, and he will score. Touchdown, Cowboys. That pick 6 extending this lead even further. And boy, it's been a while since I've seen a team struggle this badly in the first half.
I think all they want to do is get to the locker room, try and regroup, and come out to start the 3rd quarter. But if things don't improve fast then, I think the backups get a lot of play in the 2nd half.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll be taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. Doug Baldwin and company getting ready to go again on offense. He's done his part, but so far it's been in a losing effort, so they've got to fix something.
But that doesn't mean changing anything, the way they're throwing the ball around and his catches and production. Keep doing that, They're going to have to fix some things likely on defense to try and slow down their opponents.
But so far, he's north of 100 yards receiving. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. I hate to sound really negative, but at this point, an incomplete pass, almost a moral victory that it's not picked off.
Well, you may hate to sound negative, but that was negative.
It was very negative, I know, but all these first-half interceptions, it's been tough to watch.
Yeah, couldn't find a silver lining in this one. Much more like lead.
And that one good for 16 to the... Drive will continue.
What's up, Joseph? Hi. Yeah, I suck right now.
Off the fake to Lacey, here's Wilson. It's caught on the
Let me
left
see,
side by Kurz. And he's taken
how's your day been, man?
down before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. They go play action now. Wilson. Oh, he dropped it.
Nothing much, Joseph.
Well, one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of
Playing
different
Madden.
looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you
Have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Jeff Heath.
Oh, dear Lord. I'm
This one back
sucking
into the
my
end
ass
zone,
right now.
and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. So now 2 pick sixes that he's thrown in this first half of play. Where do you go from here?
But number one, make sure you keep your poise. Make sure you go to the sideline after throwing this second one, and you look like you're still in charge, that you're still the guy, because your team's
Hold
going
on,
to
man,
feed
let me
off
go
of
to
you.
my channel.
And if you're having your hands on your head or shaking your head, walking with your
Someone
head
had
down,
pulse again.
guess what? They're not going to rally at all.
And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field.
Wow.
And following the pick six, and they have decent field position and throwing
What'd
that
you kill
pick
him
six.
with?
We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
2nd and 10 now. Wilson. He's going to rifle one deep left side. He's got a man complete. A gain of 39
Nice.
that time. Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off or make sure you're somehow in contact with him, and he's able to do exactly what you said. Use the speed to his advantage and go up and get the football. That's a big-time play right there.
Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They look lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Baldwin with it over the middle. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. First down, Seahawks. Wilson to Baldwin. Off the play fake. Wilson. And no escaping
Give a
this
like,
time as
subscribe,
he'll
that
go
would help
down.
me.
They got him for a sack.
I only got 11
Tyrone
subscribers.
Crawford.
Oh, what'd you call me?
He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9.
Damn.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive
Are you
line
good?
flat out cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
And his throw here's incomplete. Jimmy Graham, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down. Well, too much oomph, too much mustard there on that pass.
They really turned it loose, didn't they? Really cut loose with that one. Sharp, strong. Didn't lead to a completion, though. Made it very difficult.
And down
Oh
he
my
goes.
god, this
They
defense,
sack him back right around the
offensive line
41-yard
freaking
line.
sucks.
Stephen Paya in there to record another sack. Their 6th of the afternoon. 2 minutes to play here. Back to CenturyLink Field after this. We remind you that coming up at halftime, Larry Ridley will have the highlights and analysis of this first half from our studios in Orlando.
And I have a fairly solid idea about which team will be featured prominently in those highlights.
Might be a little biased. He's going to air one out. And now here is another interception. Picked off Byron Jones. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line.
King_Williams01.
And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're
I'll
trying
put it
to
in
get
the
done in
chat.
the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman.
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
with the Eagles.
That's right. Then against with the Eagles, and I believe it was against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
I play GTA and all other kind of games too.
Second down, Prescott. His throw incomplete. Cole Beasley the intended target, and it's 3rd and short.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he let him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
On 3rd and 1, here's Prescott. Complete to Jason Witten. And he takes this one just shy of midfield all the way to the...
I gotta change my defense around.
It's a gain of 20 and picking up the
Tired of
first.
playing cover 1.
His position, and he's listed as a
I'm
tight
playing
end,
cover 3.
but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little game. Going right side, he has Witten. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. I know when you got a top tight end like this, you want to get him involved, but when you do, you're hoping for more than that.
You certainly are. You've got to try and get him some space where he can make a play downfield, or at least an opportunity for some rack yardage, right? That run after catch.
And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. Dak finding his tight end. Witten and the Cowboys have a first down.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
And actually, Larry, hold that.
Okay, here we come.
Right,
It's comeback time.
Action. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. On the return, the All-Pro 2 years ago, Tyler Lockett. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the
guy that's
29-yard
watching.
line.
Hello. What person? It's comeback time.
The Seahawks offense now, they get set to go back to work. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never wanted to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for him. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Wilson to Lockett there for the Seahawk first down. Great change up there on the route and got that inside release, made it a successful pitch and catch.
So the first thing you want to do is have him thinking that you're going outside, make a move in that direction. Then you really don't run the route against the whole body of the defender. You run against a half of him, and the inside half, and he took it right across his face, got inside, and won that route in a big way. This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up in that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
2nd and 10. It's Wilson again. They'll lock it with a grab over the middle. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. And passing yardage-wise, now up over 350 in this game. Pretty nice performance.
Definitely that, which usually means you're putting a lot of pressure on guys trying to cover. If you're a defensive back and they put over 350 yards on you, you've had a long day. The key to everything, if you're doing it without...
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Stephen Paya. His second sack now of the afternoon. Here we go on fourth with Wilson. And the pressure gets to him.
Why can't this offensive line block?
In there to pick up his second sack now of... A play fake here on first down. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Des Bryant, 31 yards. And the Cowboys continue to pour it on.
And this is obviously quite a performance. And most of the time when we talk about someone putting a team on their back, I think we're talking about a guy who runs the football. In this case, it's a guy out wide catching it, and he's done exactly that. Truly leading his team right now towards victory.
3 touchdown catches. He's been the headliner. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20. Call it the 21-yard line.
Well, I can't get an offensive line that wants to block, so...
Here come the Seahawks now, set to take over on offense. And last time out, went for it on fourth down, turned it over, gave him great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on fourth down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Wilson. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
On 3rd down, Wilson. Open man, it's Madden. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains.
A speed burner. He's much more of an inline blocking type of a tight end. But how about this last play? Made a nice catch and picked up a first down.
That's what impresses me about him. When he's called upon, usually gets it done.
Dude, and then you let him catch it off you.
Another interception. Picked off by Orlando Scandrick. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Gotta love a guy who'll stand in there and deliver. No matter what the pressure, waits for the route to come open, hangs in there, and completes the pass.
Got a man over the middle. It's Williams. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Double tight, guys, double tight.
On 2nd down, Elliott. And he's brought for 16 yards. It sets him up 1st and goal.
Now this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Bryant, the lone receiver, left. Prescott from the gun. And he'll take it into the end zone for a... Taking it in. And the Cowboys add on.
You have fun with this one, partner?
I am. I mean, he's been fun to watch under center.
We always talk about, getting to the next level, right? When we see people get into the zone, this guy's in the master class right now. What a performance he's putting on, just carving them up.
4 touchdown passes. Carving him up is right. Seems like everything he throws is going to be a completion and going in the end zone. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. Bailey now to kick this one away. This fielded at the 2. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Here's Russell Wilson and the Seahawk offense now getting set to go again. So, Charles, there are the numbers. What's happened here? Defensive adjustments that's caused him to sort of fall off a bit?
I think so. That has to happen. You've got to make some changes because in the first half, they were pretty effective. But the second part is sometimes when you're doing really well, you get off your game a little bit. You get off the gas a little. You're like, okay, we've got this thing. And that's not necessarily the case. Maybe right now, someone just needs to tell a joke in the huddle, loosen things up, and get their big guy going again.
A big play that time for the Seahawks. And even 40 yards.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of
Dude, he
plays
just
that can knock the
tipped
defense
it.
off
Come
balance,
on.
that'll drive a team towards a victory.
And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out, fumble. And the Cowboys have recovered.
Yeah, offensive line can't
The
block.
psychology of
Offensive
the
line
game
can't do
never
that.
ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
Prescott now on 2nd down. It's caught on the right side. Williams. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Terrence Williams, 49 yards. And the Cowboys capitalize on the fumble and turn it into 6. And now it's blocked. Bailey now to kick this one away. Tyler Lockett now with a return. And he is going to feel that one. Knocked down hard. The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, and pushed it past the 50-yard line so they thought they were in striking distance. And to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? Looks like the defense in press coverage here. On 1st down, Wilson. It's caught on the left side by Baldwin. And all the way down to the 37. It's a big hook up there. Wilson to Baldwin. 41 yards.
They don't care from what position they get this, but run after the catch ability, rack ability, is often the difference between winning and losing and changing field position.
They go play action here on 1st down. And he whips that one incomplete there. The intended target, Doug Baldwin. And it's 2nd down.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. And to the left side here, Wilson. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down. Off the play fake to Rawls. Wilson. He's got Curse. And he's going to have a first down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. They get 17 down to the 17, and it's a first down. To throw is Wilson. And he's going to be taken down. They sack him.
I need a freaking offensive line that will block.
Seattle, Washington. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. On second down, here's Wilson. A swing pass caught. And they do stop him, but he takes it all the way to the 2. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Throwing is Wilson. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle.
Who wants to see me come back in the fourth quarter?
Grab. And the Seahawks are able to get a score back.
And that touchdown, well, it barely puts a dent in this lead. And unfortunately, I'm having too many flashbacks right now. I remember getting beat down like this playing before.
Oh, yeah? College, high school?
College, not a heck of a lot of fun. I still remember playing. 226 yards. He scored so many times and had so many great runs. I knew every note to their school's fight song.
But that ice bath felt extra cold afterwards, too.
Oh, no, there was no ice bath. You just tried to get out of there before the reporters got to you.
Here's the Dallas offense now, heading back out onto the field. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. They start on the ground with Elliott. And room to run as he's up past the 35-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
Brandon, it's all about pace and tempo now for them. They've got the advantage, so I'm going to put musical terms for you. You don't want to go prestissimo. That's too quick, too lively, right? But you also don't want to slow it down too much. You don't want to go lento. What you really want to be is moderato. Nice and even, nice and steady, get those gains, and close out the game.
I think that chicken parm from last night's gone to your head.
Oh my God, how is he juking me?
That good for 22 and a first down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue. I think this defense tired of seeing him run the football, and this D-line probably getting sick of the O-line as well.
And as I'm watching this, I'm thinking about a conversation I had with Adam Gase, the head coach of the Miami Dolphins in the offseason. He told me that he asked his running backs each week for their favorite runs. Give me your 3 top runs. And right now, you're seeing a guy that's probably using his top runs to great advantage in this game.
He is in a zone. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here.
Neutral zone infraction, defense.
A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
After the penalty, it's Elliott, and he is knocked down from the side. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
That didn't just feel like good defense there. That felt like pride, didn't it? He's already gotten into the end zone twice, trying to get there for a 3rd time. No one likes to have the hat trick against them.
They'll try to run it in with Elliott. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. On On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long. He's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a big...
And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
And Bailey able to knock it through. And that will just add 3 more to a lead that's already out of hand. So it's 3 more points, and that widens things out even further here in the fourth.
Hey, in this league, you can never have too much. So if you're in range, grab the 3 whenever you can.
And out now come the Seahawks. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this? Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And they will set up shop red zone territory at the 13-yard line.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. No, bottled up, fumble. It's out, it's loose. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
With no running backs in the backfield to help pass protect, all the receivers in their patterns, it's going to be hot routes. If they sense a blitz or pressure on the quarterback, they've got to be prepared to break routes off early and get the football. In this case, never even had a chance. They popped the ball free in the backfield.
Following the fumble recovery, it's Wilson. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. Now they got to get to the line quickly. On second down, Wilson. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
3rd and long. It's Wilson. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Here we go. It's Wilson on 4th down. And now here is another interception. Picked off by the safety, Robert Blanton. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. Defensively, they've had their way in this one. That pick 6 makes that scoreboard even more lopsided.
I remember talking with a guy in the league, and I said, what are you doing when the game's like this? You know, it's pretty much over. You ready to go to the bench and hang out? He said, oh, heck no. I want to stay on the field. I might get some stats. Might get a pick or 2.
You like being out there at the end of these wide margins.
When they have to throw it, that gives you more opportunities to go get it.
They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration, not a good play.
The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to come back onto the field. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could...
And my goodness, another interception. Snags it for the pick, and he'll return it to 24-yard line. Yet another interception. interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it. And sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way. Yeah, let me puff out my chest a little bit, even though I'm not rooting for either team. That was a really nice defensive play. It's awfully fun to watch, even in an offensive game.
Now Elliott. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 12 yards. And that is going to set up a 3rd and 1. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help it.
Yeah, Alex answered first request. I'm probably about to go play Fortnite. Oh, yeah, NASCAR Heat 3. Grand Theft Auto. Both have World War. Hey Joseph, you wanna go play some Black Ops 4? Oh,
I'm getting on Madden 18 right now.
okay.
God dang it, my ankle.
I
My
can't
arm
play
actually
online.
hurts. You don't have PS Plus?
No, I do. I switched PS4s and it's downloading the online port right now.
How close is it to done?
It's got 6 hours. But yeah, unless I go back to my other PS4,
Do you want to?
I can.
Yeah, let's do that. Then you can start back up.
Okay. Yeah, I'll go do that.